Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to my channel. It's Elizabeth Mary Tarot, and I wanted to just do a reading this evening for twin flames. And I know there's so many so many readings out there on YouTube about twin flames, and I know there are so many different messages, and it really depends on where you are in your um, union or not in union, so where you are in the journey, I should say. um, so everybody's in a different place, and it's hard sometimes to listen to a lot of these messages and just know if it's for me or not for me, that type of message. But just take what you think resonates with you. If you hear something and it doesn't seem to fit with where you are, then you just, cancel, clear, delete, and just keep going and take the nuggets, of information. Excuse me. Clearly something going on with the throat chakra, because my throat is kind of activated. So perhaps there's a lot of things to be said for the union. But anyway, just take what resonates with you, and what doesn't, just say cancel, clear, delete, and move on from that. So just using my quartz here to activate the cards. And we're going to use the John Holland deck, just because I find this deck to really connect the most when I'm doing twin flame readings. For whatever reason, it just has some beautiful cards regarding union and stuff, and they really have cool colors and good messages in them. So let's see what we have coming in for the divine twin flame union. First card, love begins. Well, that's amazing. You got two hands pouring the water into the flowing river with a tree on each side, kind of like the tree of life, and oak tree, maybe, I don't know, I mean, just a tree picture, but oak tree has a lot of representation as well. The rainbow over the water. Water is movement, water is flowing, water is purity, water has a lot of manifestation powers, and water is the purest thing. So this is about pure love, unconditional, flowing, in the positive direction. So that's an amazing first card to get out of the reading. So let's keep going. So hopefully for some of you, love begins in the next couple weeks or week or whatever, however you can start flowing. And apparently the throat chakra, I wouldn't be surprised if that comes up. Patience and planning. So you got the two towers, kind of like represents, the two pillars, I should say. Looks like the number 11, 1111 is a lot to do with the twin flame journey. There's like ray of lights behind it and stars and patience and planning. So we all know one of the biggest key things in the twin flame journey is patience. Patience in trying to work through all of the shadows work, and work through all of the inner child stuff, and the list goes on. And we're all doing a great job. So just want to let you know that you're doing a great job wherever you are on your journey. You're doing the best you can at this moment. As Oprah Winfrey always says, when you know better, you do better. So, you're doing the best you can with what you know. And as you continue to grow and learn, you do better. So when you know better, you do better. So patience and planning. So there might be some patience going on and planning for, what's coming with the union. If you're in separation, or if you are in union and there's like next steps, is it, moving in together or getting married, or, whatever stage of your journey you're in. It's going to take some patience and planning for that, and how do you get that together. So the next two cards are the Passion Ignited. So that's really awesome, because she's got like a flame rising above her. That's why I love these cards. Rising above her heart chakra. You can see like the green, and the flame is like rising up into her throat, which is why my throat's so bad. And I don't have any water with me at this moment, so I'm just going to keep going. And I apologize for all the coughing, but know that it's the throat chakra. Anyway, you can see kind of like the way that her throat is like all illuminated, like with the light is just piercing up, and she's in this like golden circle of light, and the circle is very, representing of spiritual union and coming together. So she's kind of in her element of really feeling the connection. So I know that we're using a feminine analogy on this, but obviously it could be masculine or feminine, but for the card purposes we are talking about the feminine. And I think that representative, the heart chakra is opening, and we're starting to feel the flames of love, the twin flame of love. So this is really, really good. Next card that fell out with it is the base chakra, and that's an important chakra, right? Because that's your security and your sense of stability and where you are with things. And I know for me especially, like, that's something that I've had to work on and still continue to work on. The base chakra is right up there. All the lower chakras really have a lot of work that need to be done on this feminine actually on a twin flame journey, whether it's feminine or masculine. But I find that the feminines tend to need more work on these lower chakras, and the base is definitely one of them. So that's about your sense of just to get out of that fight or flight mode, and to be in a place of love and receiving. The feminine energy has to be very receiving and very open and very soft and kind, and so that's the base. The color red, obviously red has a lot of power to it, but standing in your truth and knowing what you deserve. So I'd say that's what that card means. So let's see what else. Okay. Awareness. So here is focusing on his crown chakra. You got the light coming, off his crown chakra. Again, with the circle, kind of matching the passion ignited. So you almost got like the, the yin and yang, and the female and masculine here. Feminine and masculine with, she's feeling it in her heart chakra. He's getting awareness. He's opening. He's becoming enlightened and awakened. The feminine is always more awakened, or the chaser, as we know. They're always more awakened, and so that their job is to really get this heart chakra open in an unconditional place, and not be afraid and fearful of love and what it can give them. And as for the masculine, he's focusing on his crown chakra and really awakening to this union, and understanding more about how this works, and the journey, and really tapping into some knowledge that's getting downloaded for him, some positive stuff. So the next card is positive movement forward. So that's sailing away into the sunset, and that again tells me that once here love begins, some patience and planning. Feminine is opening her heart, working on those lower chakras like the base, and masculine is really focusing on the awakening. And then you're going to see some positive movement forward, and it may come in fast. It may come in very fast, and you'll forget about all the hard, very, very hard nights prior, right? So let's see what this card is. And this one's sacrifice. She's got the rainbow above her. She's got her hands in a prayer position, and there's some flowers, and she's kind of just in her staring off and just really focusing. And sacrifice doesn't mean you gotta lose yourself in a relationship. It's just, I always look at the sacrifice card as what are you willing to work on. There's things that you have to come to a common place with the partner, and understand things from their perspective, and try to find a middle ground. So I look at sacrifice as finding that middle ground to keep things moving in a positive direction, and also understand each other. And I know that's difficult at times, because it is still the men are from Mars, women are from Venus analogy, and communication can always have its confusion. So Next card, trapped in fear. Well, that's weird, but it could be that there's still some, again, as you're focusing on sacrificing, and coming to, terms with working through some of the issues. There may be some moments that fear comes up, and like old triggers that are still there. I always call it like, you're cleaning out the barrel and there's still some stuff left in there, and you really got to like scrape it clean. So that's, to me, what I would think what trapped in fear means. You just, get to the bottom of that and really just say, okay, I'm free. Sorry. And that would be triumphant success. So yeah, that's what we're aiming for, right? Success in love, and success in having this union come together, so you can work on your divine path and where you're supposed to be, and what you're supposed to be, doing here on the planet, and to help, help humanity and help others awaken. I think that's what the Twin Flame journey is really about, is to help others awaken, and to, step out of these low vibrations that so many people are in, that we see, in social media and just everywhere. And it's hard because you want to help everybody, and so you kind of have to, take it in stride, but, that's part of the journey. So triumphant success. And of course, the third eye chakra is key, because, having that insight, having this be an area to focus to open this third eye chakra, the spiritual guides can provide you with more information, more insight, more guidance on what it is that you're supposed to do once, you come into union. And even when you're not in union, you can already start working on your path, and, your partner will meet you when it's ready, when it's in divine timing. But everything is mirror image. So if you're working on opening your third eye, they're probably feeling some of that as well. So, which kind of goes back even to their awareness, as they're awakening. So they're getting, their downloads as well. So just pull a couple more cards and just kind of then overall and see where we're at. Crown chakra. So just speaking of how awareness, in the male, the masculine was focusing on that. Yeah. Throat, third eye, crown, those are all chakras that as you work through those lower ones, if you get those the higher ones in vibration, third eye and the crown, then you really are in a beautiful place, in the 5D spiritual, just, unconditional, loving place. The waiting game. Now, it could be that, there are some that still have to, it's not going to go as fast as you want. There's going to be, things to still work through. I think people sometimes have this illusion that it's going to just, fall into place overnight. But, positive moving forward, but you just have to, it's all patience and kind of giving it some time. And just a couple more so I can... and the heart chakra. That's beautiful. So again, talking about how, the upper chakra. So we have the third eye, the crown, and now the heart chakra. So really, once you get the heart chakra open, it is such a beautiful place of unconditional love. So focusing on that, that's another big one. And the last card, yay, harmony. I was hoping that we'd pull this one, or spiritual union. So what a beautiful card to finish the reading. I'm going to finish with that. I hope you all can be in this place of harmony and love. When it is in your divine timing, have patience. Know that you have to work on the chakras, work on self-love. Believe in it, have faith, and know that you will get here. Harmony. So thank you. And if you would like to book a reading, I'd love to, give you some insight as to where you are in your journey. I'm happy to to help you with that. So if you can reach out, my email is in the description box. And have a great rest of the December 2018 month, and Happy New Year and happy harmony. Thank you. Namaste.